So the inner sense is about inner life vitality. As a Tai Chi practitioner, you should be able to feel this. This is that in quiet, you feel tingling, you feel the vital force alive in you. Now that vital force is the first step. And from that, then you find the directions in you. Front, back, middle, outer, inner. When you distinguish the inner and outer, then you can start to talk more about the inner. I will proceed also to talk about solo practice and push hands practice and shou practice. Even though you may not specialize in it, but you should use these tools of shou and shou to develop this inner sense. You need to practice also the push hands or partner. For example, pressing, so for example, yielding, retreating, that must be done with a partner. That's because when there's a pressure applied to you, then the joints will be tested and stressed at the appropriate level. We do not resist, but we do not be totally yin, that we collapse either. So this fine-tune, this middle path of holding the postures and holding your stance, there is a tension there, if you like. If I hold, when you practice the applications, for example, lifting hands, raising hands, our first move, or grasp but still ward off, or roll back. When you practice that, you need to activate the whole body. And how is the whole body activated? Only through practice of push hands, only through practice of shou. In Tai Chi, we talk about the whole body, qi flowing through the whole body freely. Namely, it flows through the joints freely. It flows through the rest of the body freely. So when the joints flow freely, and then there is a flow, that internal flow of energy is what we are after in this classes. An important development of the qi flow is the dantian and the mingmen. The dantian, of course, is the point below your navel, and the mingmen is directly behind your navel. So that point, those 2 points are key. Now energy flows from our back and moves right to the head, down to the side. And from the back, it also spreads out to our shoulders and onto the arms and down to the legs. So you will need to know about this mingmen to the rest of the body. We practice Qigong and we practice our breathing with this in mind. Let's talk about breathing. So breathing or Qigong in the simplest form is we fill the abdomen first, filling the lungs and filling the rest of the chest. Use a 2-stage breathing, that is filling the abdomen first, middle abdomen, top of the chest. And we do this in Zhang Zhuang, and we do this in simple push-up exercises, where we link up the legs with the body, the trunk, and from the trunk to the arms. And why do we practice Qigong and Tai Chi? Fundamental reason, we want to feel good here and now. We want to feel good. If you feel good when you practice your moves, whether it's 3 moves, 5 moves, or 10 moves repeatedly, that's good enough. If every morning, if you practice those few minutes, that half an hour, that 1 hour, up to you. But if you feel good, then you have moved your qi, you have quietened your mind, you have experienced aliveness, you have aligned yourself with the great Tao. That is like a true north, your compass. That is what I call your home base. Home base feeling is you feel good, you feel great, you feel aligned, you feel quiet, and you feel alert. And that is why Tai Chi is different from yoga. Tai Chi is different from aerobics or other calisthenics. It is because we use visualization, we use knowledge of the points, and we use the picture of an opponent. And when we practice it as a martial art or as a means of self-defense, then we are visualizing the forces coming in. And forces comes in, then there is rebound, there is yielding, there is grounding. And from grounding, there's naturally rebounding. So we are having these additional points that other exercises do not have, like yoga or those exercises I mentioned. And it is because of this martial art aspects. So if you practice without shou, you miss out, because this part, there is no feedback, no biofeedback to bring you to the higher level. Move back, split. Betul. And the proof of the higher levels is when the opponent can be displaced effortlessly, surprisingly, and so on, you know. So that's how you fine-tune your expertise in handling qi, about softening, and about changes. So martial arts, where Tai Chi is concerned, where our course is concerned, is about changes. Subtle changes, like a dimmer switch of a light. There's brightness, dimming, lightness, and until it's not so bright. So our control, your control of your movements, your control of the flicking of from yin to yang, yang to yin, is done with that in mind. Thanks for watching, and leave your comments in the section below. If you like our channel, do subscribe.